Hi you guys, it's Jackie22, or just Jackie, IFPA Figure Pro and Live Well Fitness Team co-owner from LWFT.org. So today I'm going to be talking to you about something that a lot of you have probably had this issue, or you may have this issue coming up in the future. So basically, it's how to food prep in a hotel room when you're going to be away from home for about anywhere between 5 to 10 days. That's the issue that I have right now. I'm going to be away from my house for approximately 2 weeks and then leave the location that I'm at and immediately travel to the show. Yes, I have a show in about 2 weeks. So what I need to do is I need to food prep. You know, it can get really expensive sometimes when you have to eat out. Not only that, you have to worry about eating the right foods, making sure they're healthy. They don't have a bunch of preservatives in it or additives in it, and mainly the sodium content. That is a big issue sometimes when you have to eat at restaurants, or not even eating enough food when you go about your day. So I'm going to show you how I food prep in a hotel room. This is kind of easy if you have to travel with your car. That way you can pack things from your home. So that's what I did. I had to travel about 3 hours from my house, and I brought some things with me from my house to help me with this journey of my food prep in a hotel room. So stay tuned. This is going to be good. Okay, so first of all, the supplies that you're going to need. This is going to be entirely up to you, but these are the things that I need. So I brought with me tongs, scissors, a couple of knives, a spoon. I have another spoon, a slotted spoon for draining food, out of water, but it's in the bathroom because I had to wash it. And I did bring about 4 forks, and I got my hot plate. This is a handy dandy hot plate. On one side it has the grates in it for grilling, and on this side is the flat side for cooking pancakes, sauteing, searing, whatever you need to do. Up here I have storage bags, and then I also have my scale, which is right here. And then in the cabinet, I have all the spices, no seasoning spices like Mrs. Dash and so on, almonds, plain brown rice, well, not that one, but these are plain brown rice. And then I have bowls and plates and a cutting board. And up here is my rice cakes, and then another big bowl for storing food. And then in this cabinet, I have grits and oatmeal and, your typical BCAA, stuff like that. Tea, an oil for spraying the grill, and paper towel. And then down here, I have dishcloths, and then a dish towel right here, or dish towel, dishcloth right here. And then a pot. I have a little pot. This little pot actually can be placed on top of the grill here and turned on high, and it can boil eggs. Okay, so now you know what I have. Let's go with the food. So tuna, and then I showed you the rice cakes and the rice. And in the refrigerator, I have a couple of condiments. That is my sodium, is my condiments. And then down here, relish. I used to use the no sugar added relish, but I realized it has Splenda in it, and Splenda is not the best alternative for you, so I just got regular relish. It only has 3 grams of sugar per tablespoon, and I only use like a tablespoon of it. I have tilapia. Make sure you guys, when you get tilapia, that you get either fresh or fresh caught, or tilapia that doesn't have carbon monoxide in it for color retention. I have my beef, chicken, ground beef, lean ground beef, low sodium, turkey bacon, turkey, grapefruit, cottage cheese, another container for storage, eggs, and then I have some boiled eggs in a plastic bag from the house. And then up here I simply just have in the freezer section my ice packs, as well as mix a whole variety of frozen vegetables, because it's kind of hard to cook them fresh, but I do have some fresh peppers right there. So yeah, so now you see what I have. Let's get started. Okay guys, what I have right here is a bowl of water so I can boil my vegetables. I'm going to use Brussels sprout here.
pour a little bit into the bag. Yes, I know it's not BPA free, but I kind of forgot to get my glass ones or BPA free because I know it sucks to boil water in plastic due to estrogen, I guess, into the plastic containers. Okay, so I'm going to boil it for about 5 minutes. And then while that's boiling, I'm going to continue cooking my hamburger that I have here. And it has a little bit of egg, green bell peppers, and oatmeal. Okay, so the Brussels sprouts are done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean off one side of the hot plate here. As you can see, I moved my meat over to the left side. And then I'm going to spray it with a little bit of Pam. And then I already cut the Brussels sprouts here. So it has a really nice texture when you sear it in either olive oil or Pam. But olive oil is a little messy for this pan, so I just use Pam. And then I'm going to season the bell peppers. And as you can see right here, I didn't mean bell peppers, I meant Brussels sprouts. As you can see right here, I'm transferring them from the cutting board, that's a little cutting board I bought from home, to the hot plate. And then I'm just going to add a little bit of seasoning. That's lemon pepper seasoning, Mrs. Dash. It tastes really good on Brussels sprouts, actually, especially when you have to worry about low sodium content. And then I have another little, that's like home seasoning or something it's called, or I don't know, regular seasoning. I don't know, but whatever. It tastes good to me. And then I put a little bit more Pam on top of it, so when I flip it, it has good flavor. Put my brown rice on for 90 seconds. Make sure you tear the top of it off so it can cook properly and not explode in the bag and jack up the microwave. So after 90 seconds, I am going to put everything into a bowl. So 1 cup of brown rice, 1 cup of Brussels sprouts, 4 ounces of lean beef patty. Remember, I have my scale up there, so I'm measuring everything based on my scale, and I also have measuring cups. I don't know if I showed you guys that in the beginning. So yeah, that's pretty much it for that. So next we're gonna boil some eggs. So like I talked about before, this little pot is perfect for boiling eggs. Turn your temperature onto your hot plate on high. Once it boils, put your eggs in. On my stove it takes about 20 minutes. This took about 30 minutes to boil. Once I did that, you run very cold water over them to allow the eggs to shrink inside the shell. This makes them a lot easier to peel. Once you've done that and you can handle them, you simply crack it on the bottom, crack it on the top where that little indentation is, and start peeling them. I have the cold water running so I can put it under there a little bit to get rid of some of the eggshells that still continue to stick to the egg. And then once I'm done with that, I have a bowl over here on the right side that I put into the eggs that I peel into the bowl. Very easy, right? Yeah. Okay, so now I'm done with that. Just gonna drain the water off of the shells so I can dump the shells into the trash. And then I have my little blue bowl over here to the left that I cut with and put the egg yolks in that I won't eat. And here's my egg sliced and peeled and de-yolked. Now I have my seasoned tilapia here, and I'm just simply grilling the tilapia. Nothing special. Put my Pam on, put a little bit of seasoning on, and voila! So next, I have my bacon for breakfast. So this is turkey bacon. Cleaned off the pan from the tilapia, put the turkey bacon on, and just simply sear it. Cook it on both sides. Once that's done, I'm gonna transfer it over all to the left, and then cook my eggs. So I got kind of hungry while I was making this video and decided to go ahead and eat my breakfast. Oh, dang, that's good. That's grits, turkey bacon, and scrambled eggs. Have chicken breast tenderloins that I actually used those scissors right there to cut them into tenderloin pieces. They were actually chicken breast. So I just simply seasoned them with the lemon pepper and that other Mrs. Dash seasoning. I think it's like roasted red pepper or something. I forgot to look at it to tell you guys. But yeah, so I put the seasoning on there and sprayed the hot plate with Pam. And I'm transferring it with my hands because I'm going to use my tongs for the steak up there. That's just a simple top round steak. And I'm putting it all on the right side and making sure that I don't cross contaminate because I am putting my steak on the left side of the grill only. So now I'm going to get my tongs and transfer my steak over to the left side of the hot plate. And I have it on high because I want it to sear kind of fast because I still want it to be quite medium in the middle. I kind of like my steak medium or medium rare. I don't like it, you know, cooked to death. So there you go, guys. Okay, so now the steak is done and I cut it up. As you can see, it's medium. And then I have my chicken right here, and I cut my chicken up. And as you can see, it's cooked very well. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna combine the chicken and the steak together for a chicken and a steak, almost like a, I don't know what you call it, chicken and steak. Over here, I did some really small red peppers, and then the rest of the chicken. And I'm actually gonna combine it together to have an. Okay, so now while that's cooking, I'm actually gonna make tuna. So I'm gonna put the tuna into the bowl. I use chunky, light, low sodium tuna, as well as the cottage cheese and the relish that I showed you guys earlier. Ha, did you see my honey going by in the bathroom over there? He'll kill me if he saw that he was in the video. Okay, so I just simply mush up my tuna, put in my cottage cheese. I use about a quarter cup of cottage cheese, and then I use my relish. I use a spoon for that, and don't dig in the same thing. And I use about a quarter cup of relish and mix it up. And then you can use this on Ezekiel bread, or you can put this on rice cakes, but I prefer to eat it on rice cakes. Cover it up, see, and put it in the refrigerator, and that's done. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is I have my almonds. I'm gonna add almonds with that, and that's gonna be 1 meal. Almonds and tuna. Check it out. And there's the other stuff that I cooked earlier, some green. Okay, you guys, so now what we have here is we have some ground chicken with yellow, red, and orange mini peppers. And I simply put a little bit of seasoning on it, some of that like herb seasoning it was. I still don't know what it was. But anyway, and then I'm going to do zucchini. So I'm going to slice some zucchini and do grilled zucchini on the left side to go with the ground chicken and peppers. And you can put any type of seasoning on it. I put a little bit of olive oil and some of that, whatever that seasoning was that I keep forgetting about. Anyway, or I use Italian dressing. I marinated Italian dressing that has oil in it, so you don't need extra oil. And then I sear it onto my hot plate, and it is phenomenal, you guys. As you can see here, the zucchini is being sliced. Very, very thin. Watch your fingers. This is one reason why I really needed to bring a knife with me, and this is really good knife. Okay, so now I'm just simply mixing up my turkey here, or chicken. I keep calling this turkey. And then I'm gonna transfer that over to the side so I can go ahead and put my, or make sure it's all over to the right side so I can put my zucchini on the left side. And if you guys notice, I changed clothes 3 times because I kind of did this in 3 days. So I got kind of tired and hungry, and I was eating in between making this video. I think I'm gonna eat some of this now. So then I flipped the zucchini over on the grill side. See the grates that I was talking about earlier in the video? So I flipped it over, sprayed a little bit of Pam on it, put a little bit of seasoning, and then grilled my zucchini. And like I said, you could soak this in Italian dressing and it comes out so, so good. But you don't have to put extra seasoning on it because the Italian dressing has a little bit of, make sure you use low sodium though. It has a little bit of Italian seasoning, sodium, as well as olive oil and vinegar in it for a good flavor. So then I am hungry, so I'm going to look at those grill marks. Yummy. I'm going to put some on the plate and enjoy my lunch using my scale to measure out my meat, as well as my roasted grilled zucchini here. Not roasted, but grilled zucchini. And then the rest of this is going to be packaged up and then ready for meal prep for me and my honey. Okay, you guys, so if you have any like questions or comments about this, let me know. Also, I did ground beef here with broccoli. See, there's so many different things that you can do. Who says that you cannot do meal prep in a hotel room? This proves that it can be done. If you follow my instructions or make up your own, you too can succeed at this hotel room meal prep. Okay, so all the cooking is done. I can't do it all in one day because there's not enough room in the refrigerator, but these containers are Magnum. He eats a lot more food. He has a bigger meal prep bag. My containers are the smaller bags that actually fit into the 6-pack, and this is my 6-pack bag right here. cute little pink, and it holds 6 meals as well as BCAA, supplements, vitamins, and everything inside. This is a typical meal for us during the day. This is Magnum's actually, meals 2 through 4, and the top one was his dinner. This is also another option that you can do. I did cabbage with chicken and a little guacamole on top. So at this show, I actually won Masters Figure NGA Pro as well as Open NGA Pro. Magnum and I both won Open Pro, so we got our NGA Pro cards at this show, and here's our NGA rings. And then there was another time, I think it was like 2 weeks later, I had to meal prep, but we stayed in an extended stay, so I didn't have to bring as many supplies with us. So if you guys are interested in learning more about us, you can check us out at lwft.org. If you're interested in a fitness coach, meal prepping, anything, just check us out. And once again, thanks for watching, you guys. Until next time. Ciao.